Okay, here I am continuing in my quest for a halfway decent webcam. It doesn't seem to matter whether I pay a little or a lot for a webcam. I can't quite seem to get one that I like. I know I've got this, most of my stuff here of late I've been filming, of course, on a pretty nice Kodak digital camera slash video cam V570. Which I like the video quality of it reasonably well, but the audio quality leaves a little to be desired sometimes. But I kind of want a webcam just for convenience sake, because sometimes it's just, you know, it's real simple to do a webcam. You don't have to transfer it to your computer; it's already there, and hopefully it'll be a file format which is compatible with Windows Movie Maker, where I don't have to convert it and take all the time. But anyway. My original webcam, a Logitech, I'll mention the name of it later. I'm filming this in a parking lot right now, but it would capture at 30 frames per second, but the video quality wasn't good, and this really an old camera, an old webcam. The video quality wasn't good, and the light, it just did horrendously bad in low light. Now this camera here, this is what I'm returning today, a Philips. Let's see, I don't know, Philips model number SPC701NC/37. Anyway, that supposedly does 30 frames per second, but I don't know. If something actually does 30 frames per second, then it doesn't have a 1 second out of sync problem between your audio and your video, which this one does, 1 whole second. So it's going right back here to Super Walmart. Somewhere around a $50 camera. It was the most expensive one that Walmart carried. Also, I've returned the most expensive webcam that Logitech makes, a Logitech QuickCam. I got it from Amazon.com for $130. I didn't return. I just eBayed it because I kind of hate returning stuff by mail order, so I took a little bit of a hit on that one. Again, same problem with the, let's see, well, I guess it might be, I don't know if it's more interesting to look at me or look at the box, but but again, same problem with the Logitech. Even though it was expensive webcam, I had close to half a second out of sync problem between my voice and the audio and the video. So I can't figure that out. That cheap Logitech, even though it's got low light issues and video quality issues, it was in sync. I don't know if it's these cameras, because Logitech makes really good cameras. Everywhere you read, you know, they recommend Logitech, but that one still, it was a half a second out of sync. In all fairness, the reviews on that one said you really had to have a powerful computer, or you would have some issues with it. I don't know, I've got an Athlon 2.5 gigahertz with 1 gigabyte of RAM. I would have thought that was enough. Maybe it wasn't. Okay, I stopped by Best Buy, and I picked up this puppy. This is I stopped by Best Buy, and I picked up this puppy right here, a Microsoft VX LifeCam VX6000. I'm really hoping that this will do the trick. It says it's a wide angle lens on it, so I kind of like that. Of course, it claims 30 frames per second. We shall see if it will do 30 frames per second. If it honestly does 30 frames per second, the audio and video will be in sync, because 30 frames per second puts stuff in sync. So I don't know what the problem is, but anyhow, I've not tried it out. I'm going to try this one out when I get home. I'll post a little short clip of what I look like talking on this, so you can see if it's in sync or not. So even if it's not in sync, I'm going to post a little short clip and see. So maybe the next thing you see of me here in this video will be me checking this sucker out. I'm really not optimistic, but I'm definitely not going to buy. But anyway, I'm not that optimistic, but I'm definitely not going to buy any more webcams online, because I'm just having this synchronization issue. I haven't checked any of them out with my laptop to see if I've got the same issue on the laptop. I think I will on this on the Microsoft Live Cam here. If it doesn't work on my normal computer, I'll check it out on my laptop, and if it's in sync on either one of them, I'll probably keep it, because then I will know that it's not the camera's fault, that it's something to do with my system. Apparently, maybe I have USB 2 issues or something. I do have USB 2, but I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with it where it's just not up to snuff. Okay, Blinkazoid out for the time being.
Okay, I actually was just about ready to recommend this Microsoft LiveCam 6000. Initially, it seemed like it was working good, but just whenever I hook it up and just look at the video on screen, it was good enough. It wasn't perfect. It was good enough. It wasn't perfect, but I've had so much trouble, I was willing to accept it. And then when I actually go to do the video capture, well, everything changes. When I'm actually doing the video capture, the quality of it just goes way down. The synchronization is out by, I don't know, at least 0.2 of a second. It's supposed to be capturing 30 frames per second. I don't think it's capturing 30 frames per second. I'm going to try a different USB port. This is one of my front USB ports, and it comes off of a header on the motherboard. I'm going to plug it in directly into the back USB port, so I know for sure that I'm getting full USB 2 support with it. Because when it comes off a header, it's going through a wire. Maybe there's something wrong there. And I'm going to try it there, and then I'm going to try it on my laptop. And if that's no good, this is still just as poor as what it is here. And then it's going back, and I'll try a different brand. I'll just keep trying different brands. Eventually, maybe I'll come up with something. Probably I'll try Creative next. So, Blinkazoid. See the blurry? See how blurry all this is? This is no good, people. This is not 30 frames per second. So, I don't know. It's kind of frustrating. I may just wind up with no webcam, but it's no big deal. I do my regular camera, but I just thought for convenience sake, every now and then it would be nice to have a webcam. But, okay, Blinkazoid over and out for right now.
Yeah, hi guys. Here I am continuing in my quest for a halfway decent webcam. I think I'm going to give up after this particular attempt, but anyway, it's been a couple of weeks since I filmed the previous little clip you saw, maybe 3 weeks, I guess. But and I know I said I wasn't going to buy another one online, but I did a little bit of reading up, and it seems like the newer webcams, even the more expensive ones, use a sensor technology, CMOS sensor technology, and a lot of people seem to feel that the previous technology, the not CMOS, but CCD, I'll correct that later if I did it wrong. If I said it wrong, I'll have to look it up. Anyway, a lot of people feel the previous technology actually was a little bit superior, and maybe the webcam makers are going with CMOS because it's a little cheaper. So I got actually an older webcam a used older webcam off of eBay. If it doesn't work out, I'm not going to return it. I'm just going to just put it in a drawer and not even worry about it. I really don't use a webcam much anyway. And I don't even know why I want one so much. I just, like I say, for convenience sake, I guess, because every now and then I might want to, do a quick post on something, and perhaps wouldn't have to change the file format or anything. But anyhow, let's get to it here, and I'll show you what I got. This also is a Logitech cam. This is a Logitech QuickCam for notebooks. Now I'm not going to primarily be using it, of course, on my normal computer, not on a notebook. But the only thing that the notebook thing applies to really is that it's got a short cord, which if this does work out, I will have to put a USB extension cord on it, which that's okay. I have USB extension cords because this one here is maybe only about 3 feet long, and this here is designed actually to fit on the back of a designed to fit on the back of a notebook, to clip kind of on the back of a notebook, you know, the screen, which I'm sure it probably will. I've already tried it. I'll show you here. I've already tried it on my normal LCD screen, and as you can see, my normal LCD screen here, let's get some decent light, it's not going to clip on there and stay on there because it's just too thick, which I pretty much anticipated that. I'll just kind of well, it goes. I was trying to put it on backwards, but it don't matter. The same thing applies here. Anyway, I'll just try to jury rig. If it did work out, I just jury rig something up here. You know, this is where I put them. This is actually if I do any vlogs or whatever from my bed, I put it in here. I put my normal camera in here, so I can just rig something up there. So whatever on that. Let me just see. I'm just a little curious how it does fit on my notebook here. Hold on here. All right, here's my notebook, and let's see here. Surely to goodness it fits decently on here. Okay, surely to goodness it fits decent. Oh yeah, it fits great on there. You can see how it fits on a notebook. Let's see if it tilts or anything. Not so much. No, it just wants to go on at a certain angle, but then you do your notebook screen at whatever angle. But yeah, it fits. That's what it's actually designed for. It's a Logitech QuickCam Pro for notebooks is the name of it. And like I say, I'll just be using it on my normal computer and jury rigging it on there, assuming that it has any kind of decent quality at all to it, which I'm not. I'm really skeptical about that. So we'll see. I downloaded some software just now. That didn't come. I just got it off of eBay for, I don't know. This was like $30 plus $10 shipping. And I'll just repeat. Hopefully the people online are right. Hopefully the older ones, some of the older ones, as long as you don't go too far back. I'm sure the quality wouldn't be there, but hopefully the people online were right, and some of the older ones that have the CCD sensor technology will be superior to the CMOS sensor technology. I shall see. Like I say, I'm skeptical, but we'll see. Okay, I now have I'm moving my hands here on purpose this time. I do it a lot anyway, but this time it's on purpose so you can see that the blur is really minimal. I mean, it's not too bad. I can actually do it slow and there's no blur at all, which is pretty good. Anyway, I've got this Logitech QuickCam Pro for Windows hooked up here, and so far I'm pretty well pleased with this thing. I fooled around with the settings a little bit and wound up I returned them to the default settings. And the first video I recorded in it, the audio and video was in sync, and then I fooled around and it got out of sync, and then I couldn't figure out why it was out of sync, so I returned to the default settings and it was still out of sync. And then I wound up deleting. It puts all these in a certain file here on your, or in a folder on the excuse me, on the C drive. And so I went back and deleted all the little files I'd been creating with it, and then now it's back in sync. For some, I am running out of room on my C drive. I just got 1 gigabyte of space left on my C drive, so maybe that has a little bit to do with it. But anyway, whenever I deleted all the files that were there in that folder, everything returned to sync. So I'm really pleased with this. I really feel that the people online were correct. That the older, and it's a little bit controversial whether the CCD sensor technology actually is older. Some people say it's actually the newer technology, but it's just been in use longer, so people think it's the older technology. But anyway, to me, the CCD sensor technology seems to be superior than the CMOS sensor technology that a lot of the camera makers are now using, including Logitech. I suspect that the CMOS is a less expensive technology, is why that people are going to it. Maybe if you've got a powerful enough computer, it doesn't matter. I don't know, but apparently mine was not powerful enough for the for that most expensive Logitech $140 QuickCam Pro camera that I showed a picture of previously. I would like to think that Logitech has not put out a camera that is just so much less good, less superior, less good, more crappy than this older. This is probably a 2 or 3 year old camera, 2 or 3 year old technology, and to me it just works just so much better than that latest one. So yeah, I'm kind of pleased with that. I can see myself doing a few quick things with this one because it outputs the AVI format, and therefore I do not have to convert it to put it into my Windows Movie Maker. So yeah, I like this. This was $30 from eBay plus $10 shipping. So I do recommend this camera here, which I can't really recommend any of the other ones that I've talked about at all, but I do recommend this one. So I'll try to keep them shorter in the future, guys. Blinkazoid out. Okay, I thought I would just wind up showing the solution I wound up with here on mounting this Logitech webcam onto my computer. I mean, I won't leave it like this all the time, but anytime I use it, this is just a clamp. That's all this is just a clamp right here, and then my Logitech camera just sits down in the little cavity there in the jaws of the clamp. And that seems to really work out just perfectly. And I can just adjust my little arm thing up and down, so, or sideways, left and right. So that, and this is really actually nice and stable, much more stable than up here. And I didn't like the angle. I didn't like how it looked from that angle there. So yeah, this is going to work out just fine. So, like I say, I do recommend this Logitech QuickCam Pro. I said for Windows earlier, but Logitech QuickCam Pro for notebooks is the name of it. And actually, as it turns out, the way I'm situated here, I don't even have to put an extension cord on my USB cable. This one here is only, I doubt it may not even be 3 foot long, but since I've got the front USB slot here, whatever you want to call it, on my computer, this works out just fine. It's plenty long enough. I have several inches of play in it even. Okay, Blinkazoid out. Okay, here is this is where I started to put my webcam, was between here, and I never liked the angle of it looking down at me. And also, all right, here's how I have my webcam mounted right now. It's right in the center of my monitor on a shoestring. This is a shoestring budget, I guess you'd say. Anyway, it's right in the center of my monitor. As long as I don't hit it and ram into my monitor here and break my monitor, I'll be fine. But I like it right here because everybody has the issue of looking into their webcam or looking at their computer monitor and their eyes not being, focused right straight into their camera. Well, heck, if you put your webcam right in the center of your computer monitor, and right over where your picture is, hey, best of both worlds. You can be narcissistic and look into the camera at the same time. You can't be that. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Okay, so this actually turned out better than I expected it to, and I really do like this. This is pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know how much I'll be using this webcam and I'm just going on and on and on about crappy nothingness. But anyway, let's see. Blinkazoid. Anyway, Blinkazoid. Let me just do. Whoops. I'm trying to get a picture here of. Trying to get the shot I want. Okay, here we go. Anyway. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, Blinkazoid. Over and out. Like I said, I do have some lighting issues here. Whenever you got white hair, I think you have more lighting issues than if you have darker hair. White beard probably doesn't help either. Blinkazoid over and out, and I'll try to keep them shorter, guys.